Sounding all right? Okay. Welcome, everybody. We are going to learn some Monte Carlo from Gottlieb, 1986. This is the Gottlieb Premier game. I think it came out around the same time as Genesis, if you're familiar with that game. Unique layout. It's got two ramps. One in the back right, one on the left. The left also is a lift ramp, so you can go either up the ramp or underneath it to curl around and hit the back saucer, kind of like firepower. Um, some unique rules. They're heavily based around increasing your bet pool, which is essentially your bonus, your end of ball bonus down here. You'll see this counting up. If you can't read on the stream, you got 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 80,000, 160,000, and 320,000. So depending on what lights are lit up, you add all those up to get your bonus. I think you can get to the point where all 6 of them are lit up. So I guess your max base bonus can be 30, 70, 150, 310, 400 and 430,000 it looks like if you add all those up. Then you can also get that 2x or 3x. But we'll cover how that accumulates. There's just a lot of different things that accumulate that and various different ways that you can collect that as well. So, again, welcome everybody. We're going to learn some Monte Carlo pinball from Gottlieb tonight. So, we're just going to get playing and I'll kind of talk through what's going on as we play. One of the coolest things about this game that I like, if you're a competitive player or you want to learn how to do certain flipper tricks, especially shatzing, this is a perfect game to learn on. So I hit a saucer right away. If you hit any of the 3 saucers, it will have the roulette wheel go in the bottom of the playfield and lock a ball. So I just hit the one that's back behind the pop bumpers. There's another one in the back of the game that circles around like firepower, and then there's another saucer that's almost in the same exact spot as the right one on firepower as well. So you can see the white flashing inserts. Those are your 3 locks. Once you get the balls in those 3 holes, it starts multi-ball. Once multi-ball starts, you have a playfield multiplier depending on how many balls you have in play. If you have 3, it's 3x, 2, 2x. Not quite sure exactly what all is applied to that playfield multiplier. With these 80s Gottliebs, it's not everything. It's usually just all the minor switches around the playfield. So pop bumpers, drop targets, things like that. So most of the switches in this game are giving you somewhere between 10 and 20,000 points. So if you're in multi-ball, you have 3 balls going, you could be getting 50, 60,000 a pop if you're in the pop bumpers and they're all lit. One thing with my game that is currently broken that I need to fix, you'll see the top lanes up top. See how the light's rotating between all the top lanes? You're supposed to be able to stop that from moving by holding up the right flipper, but you can see when I hold it up, it just keeps moving. The switch down below is broken, so it's not making contact. So I need to fix that. So you can use some strategy on that, because if you roll down a lit lane up top, it'll light one of the pop bumpers, and then if you roll down a lit lane 3 times, all 3 pop bumpers are light. Oh, haven't seen that before. So when you plunge, it's supposed to come around and feed the right flipper, but as you saw there, something crazy happened where it jumped off the rail. Just did it again. Huh. So we got another ball lock. What's happening down below is it's doing the roulette wheel, and depending on what number you get down below, you'll get a different number of points. If the number is red and your insert says red and that's lit, you'll get 10,000 points. If it's also an even number, if even's lit, you'll get 10 more thousand points. And for a third collection of points, if you have the number lit on the playfield as well, it will award you your bonus and multiplied by any multiplier you have. Okay. To light up, you can see right now I have a couple numbers flashing in the playfield. In order to light those up and possibly be able to collect it down below, I don't know what that's doing. Haven't had this game too long, so working out some kinks. Definitely hadn't had issues on the plunge yet. So if we can get a trap here, I'll show you what I mean. So you can see the number 8 is flashing. The number 8 is pointing to this red drop target that I still have up. Oh, missed it. So we got a lit lane up top. So now one of our pop bumpers is lit for 10,000. Okay, so you can see now I collected the 8. And I actually collected a couple numbers over here as well. So I got the 2, the 3, and the 8 lit. So now when I go down and do my roulette wheel, if I collect one of those numbers, it's going to give me my end of ball bonus. So you can get your end of ball bonus by getting your number that you've collected via the roulette wheel or draining your ball. And I believe those are the only 2 ways to collect your end of ball bonus. Oh, I'm sorry. You can also do it by the ramp if the lift ramp is down. You can see it's down right now. It's lit red. It says collect bet pool. Bet pool is your bonus that you're accumulating here. So what I was talking about before, this is a perfect game to practice shatzing on. Shatzing, if you don't know what that is, it's when you shoot the ball from one flipper up the in lane of the other flipper. And you'll see that this game's in lanes are kind of like dead-end shots. And you can just go back and forth, back and forth. And what's happening there is it's doing multiple things. The first time you hit one of these spot targets, it opens up your out lane gate on the right. But it's also increasing your bet pool, your bonus. So if you can get really good at shatzing back and forth, you can just jack up that bet pool bonus as high as you want. You can max it out if you get really good at it. So yeah, we talked about multi-ball, we talked about collecting numbers, collecting in the roulette wheel. The last major component to the rules is there's a 10 million point shot. You can see on the screen there, I put an extra camera angle on the 10 million point sign in the back. It should be below the score display that I have up there. So what happens there is there's a setting that you can change how this behaves, but I have it set up to every 40 switch hits, that 10 million point shot will light, and you have to hit this right ramp in order to collect it. It's lit for a very short period of time. It's pretty obvious when it's lit. It starts lighting up and sounds go crazy. But if you hit it within the time period, you'll get 10 million points. So that's a huge shot. I would say average scores, if you don't make that shot, are in the 5 to 10 million range, maybe. So you want to get good at kind of anticipating when it might be lit again, because it's every 40 switch hits. So what I like to try to do to get better at shatzing is just keep shatzing back and forth these in lanes until that ramp lights, and then try and collect that 10 million. So once we get into it, we'll try and do that more. But that's the most important shot in the game, and it's all about timing on when it lights up. We're probably pretty close to it lighting up, so let's. There it goes. So you can see it's flashing like crazy, and it times out pretty quick. So boom, it's already out. But again, another 40 switch hits, and it'll start flashing again. So we hit the right ramp, or the left ramp, I'm sorry, and I collected our bonus. And you can see, even when you collect that bonus, it doesn't reset. So that bet pool is accumulating your entire game. So I would recommend, if you're practicing this game trying to get better, try and increase that bet pool early and often, because you're going to get it at the end of your ball, possibly if it lands on the right number in the roulette wheel, and you can collect it via the left ramp if that's down. I believe the ramp comes down after each saucer you've made. I don't know if there's any other way to make the ramp come down. Alright, so we got one more lock for multi-ball, so let's try and do that. It's the one up top. One thing I didn't mention too is our bonus multiplier. So it says 2 to 1 odds down here and 3 to 1 odds. That's 2x and 3x bonus multiplier. I believe the only way to collect that is if you have a number lit solid on the playfield and it lands on that when the roulette wheel spins. You won't, I think, if you collect it via the ramp or losing your ball, you just get straight bonus. It won't be multiplied. Oh, just missed it. Alright, so now we got, oh, ramp slit. But so you can see there's a lot of times where you can't get the ball quick enough to make a shot at the ramp. So pretty tough. That's why it's if you can get really good at doing these Schatzes, then you can anticipate that 10 million ramp a lot better. That's a bad drop catch. You can see I collected my bet pool, but it stays where it's at. So you can just try and build that up as early and often as you can. So let's see where this is going. Huh. I think I just got to adjust something. Alright. So we definitely want to get that third lock because we got a decent bonus built up here. And we got a lot of numbers that we could win with on the roulette wheel. Because remember, all those numbers that are lit solid are winners if the roulette wheel lands on them. And it looks like our pop bumpers, we had them lit on the last ball. Looks like you got to re-earn those each ball. Alright, so we still need number 6 up the middle. That's the, ooh. Oh, also, what I didn't say before, we're going to do this tutorial on gameplay for about an hour, and then we're going to switch over to Stranger Things and check out the new code that just came out today. Alright. So we learned pretty much the whole game. Now we're just going to try and show you as much as we can. One thing I didn't mention too, when you light up your numbers solid in the middle of the playfield, if you do happen to land on a winning number down below, it will reset the numbers on the playfield, so you have to collect them again. They won't stay lit solid, which is kind of nice because you could get to the point if you're having a really good game where they're always lit and you're just cashing in left and right. So again, the drop targets are just giving you like a set number of points, maybe 10, 15,000. I think they're 10, unless you're hitting a flashing one. And that might be 15 instead of 10, so. But again, since I don't have that ability to freeze the roving lane up top, it's a lot harder to light the pop bumpers. So definitely got to get that fixed. Oh, come on. My live catches are failing me. Oh, ramp, ramp. Oh, missed it. You usually can only have it set up to where you get one shot at it, which is kind of nice, because that's a very valuable shot. Since I'm a big tournament player, unfortunately that 10 million point shot, I don't want to say it breaks the game. We'll see how it does in some tournaments, because I'm definitely going to use this in tournaments. But I think the tippy-top players can just chats all day and then get good at timing it so it's on the right, the left side when it's lit and just jam it up there. But I think if you had two like top players battling and seeing who could do that the best, I think it'd be kind of cool to watch. But we'll see if it's not the greatest tournament game. But I think since it's consistent, it's every 40 switches. I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad, but won't know until I use it in some tournaments. So you can see I can do it 2 or 3 times in a row, and then it'll fail at some point. See, and like it's a good strategy to try and do that because it can be a big payoff, but it can also screw you too. Oh! Damn it! Oh yeah. Yeah, so I have already changed it. There's only 2 settings for the 10 million point shot. It's either completely random. Ooh, got it. It's either completely random or it's every 40 switches. And if it's a multiplayer game, I found out that the 40 switches is across players. So if I get 39 switches on my ball, the first switch you hit, it'll light for you. So yeah, again, not the greatest thing in the world for competition, but I landed on 10, so I get my bet pool times 2. But my bet pool should stay, like everything carries forward. But you can see all my numbers that were lit on the playfield reset. So now I got to collect them again in order to have a chance to win down below. Because right now, if I spin the roulette wheel, there's no chance of me collecting my bet bonus because I don't have any numbers lit. So it forces you to hit at least a couple drop targets before you spin the roulette wheel. Oh, almost. And the ball lock shots are tight, but like satisfying to hit them. Damn. It didn't. It kicked that ball out. It went back in, and then it didn't kick it out again. Let's see if probably at the power cycle it. These Gottliebs are weird. There it goes. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yeah, this is probably. I've had a few weird Gottliebs come through my house, and they've all been pretty solid for tournaments. This is probably the least of them. Diamond Lady and Genesis are totally fine. There's nothing exploitable in those. There's a score doubling feature in Diamond Lady, but it's literally impossible, so you don't have to worry about it. This 10 million point thing doesn't feel too great, but again, I'll need to use it in some tournaments and see. But yeah, I just like the almost all these 80s Gottliebs have such unique layouts, and some of them don't even really have like much going on. A lot of times they're just like basically a single level playfield. I mean, yeah, there's a couple ramps on this, but they're just kind of redirecting the ball more than just ramping the ball around the whole game. And those street level games they did, I think those were even in like 1990 to 1991 or so. A lot of those have cool, fun layouts. So if you've been around a while collecting games and want to try some new types of games, I definitely recommend all these weird Gottlieb games. And they're really cheap too because nobody likes them. There we go. So we only got a 5, so if we don't get a 5, we're screwed. Oh! Almost. And I don't think I mentioned how to increase your bet multiplier. So 2 to 1 odds is 2x, 3 to 1 odds is 3x. Each time you get a ball in the saucer, it'll advance it. So once you get 2 saucers, you're going to be at 3x for the rest of the game. There we go, 2 in a row. See, now my 5's not lit. I wonder if your numbers reset every time you get it in the roulette wheel, no matter if you collect it or not. We'll keep an eye on that. So yeah, my numbers are staying, but I wonder if that top saucer, you got to be just right. It's kind of like firepower. A lot of firepower's top lock is pretty tough. You got to be perfect. Oh, that was too perfect. It bounced out. Oh boy. Dig. Dang. Alright, we got 2 locks. Let's get this 3rd lock. Terrible. When I first got this, these out lanes that start way up here were closed off all the way, and I was having some crazy long ball times. So I opened those all the way up, so it makes it a little harder. Hopefully you guys can hear the music a little bit over the stream, because that's another good part about these 80s Gottliebs, is they have very awesome like MIDI music. Really cheesy but fun. Oh, get up there. Ah, man. Yeah, so hang on, ball. Alright, we need the 3. We need the 3. Yeah, so I guess no matter what, if the roulette wheel spins, your numbers reset. So if you have a big bonus built up, you might want to make sure you collect a bunch of numbers before you go down there. Ah! Need the 6. Need the 6. Oh, almost got it. One other adjustment I had to make to this, if people are familiar with this game, that ball in the roulette wheel will spin for days. Like easily 30, 45 seconds. Like it takes forever. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but I put one of those silicone stoppers for like cabinet doors so it doesn't nick up your wall. I just put one in there so it acts as like a speed bump. So now it takes like 5 seconds like you've been seeing instead of almost a minute. It's got these elevated slings. So the actual slingshots are here. Then you just got these weird rubber triangles down here. God! So yeah, the shatzing is fun and it looks cool, but it can also make you look really stupid like that. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Yes, I definitely am loving the Gottliebs as well. Brutal. Yeah, so I think this will be a pretty cool game to have around for a while. Definitely got to get that. One thing I didn't mention is just real minor. The lights, how I was saying before, if when you do the roulette wheel and it lands on your color or odd or even that you have lit up, you'll get more points. Those switch with various switches around the playfield. I think pop bumpers and maybe drop targets will change those back and forth. I don't really worry about it. And then it seems like it randomizes them when you get the roulette wheel spun as well. But again, just know that if it happens to land on an odd and a black number, you'll get some additional points. So I guess it's not entirely a lost cause if you go down there with no numbers lit solid, but you're going to get the most points by building up that bet pool and collecting down below. Ah, I should have just shatzed it again. What was I doing? Damn it. And I tend to make some really stupid mistakes when that 10 million ramp is lit. some other some various things around the play field outside of hitting your spot targets down by your flippers will advance your bonus. Completing any drop target bank will increase it. Basically hitting any major shot, so the left orbit or the right ramp, that will advance it. The top lanes might as well, but I'm not entirely sure. So we had our open gate, so that's why you always want to get that lit right off the bat. Like, hit one of those spot targets, get that gate lit open. So now you only need to worry about 2 drains instead of 3. There's also a post in the out hole with a rubber on it, so the ball will come back into play. Not exactly sure why that's there. That's on a lot of Gottliebs. I should probably just take that rubber off. Oh, come on. Give it to me! Nope. Nope. Brutal. Brutal. So for people just tuning in, we're learning Gottlieb's Monte Carlo right now. We're going to do this till around 9, and then we're going to hop on Stranger Things and check out that new code. Oh, denied. Get in there. Hey, what's up, James? How you doing, man? Learning some weird-ass Monte Carlo here, man. God. There we go. Come on, give it to me. Go! Yeah! Oh, get the ball. Get up there. Squirrely. Oh. There we go. Get up there. Alright, so we need a 7. 7! 7! Never played this one, trying to check it out while avoiding mosquitoes and watching half the neighborhood swim in your pool. Well, good on you, man, for letting the neighborhood swim at your pool. My brother just moved into a new house, and he's having his pool built, and it's like way behind, and he's all pissed off because it was supposed to be ready this weekend. Get up there! Damn it! Almost had 2 in one game. Oh, lucky. Got a lot of numbers lit up here. God. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn. Get up there. I'm trying to get the ball on the lock, so we got a bunch of numbers lit. 3x bonus, and we're gonna get, so let's see, 50. So we're on 210 times 3, so that's 630. So I think If we plunge and hit that saucer and we land on one of our numbers, we'll get 630,000. That's a pretty good payoff. Jesus. There we go. Alright, so let's collect it. Yeah. So we should get around, be to like 11. Yeah, so we collected it 3 times. Yeah, so the only way you can get the double and triple collect is from getting your number spun on the roulette wheel, and that was the worst multi-ball ever. But again, we were getting 3x scoring while we had 3 balls out there, 2x scoring while there's 2 balls out there. So that's cool, that it's just not, you know, multiple balls out there with nothing changed. So that's actually the best way to do it. Have a bunch lit, get your last lock for multi-ball, collect, then during multi-ball, collect a bunch of new numbers for your next roulette spin. And it looks like after we collected, our multipliers reset. Our base bonus didn't, but our multipliers did. So that's good to know. Hey! Dennis, thanks for the raid, brother. Everybody who just joined from Eclectic Gamers, welcome. We're learning some Gottlieb Monte Carlo right now. We're going to play this till around 9, then we're going to check out the new Stranger Things code. Lots of improvements to the Demogorgon multi-balls in Stranger Things, if you're familiar with that game. 7. Stepping on rakes. Damn it! Don't hold the flipper up. That was a good first ball, though. Almost 13 million. The highest score I've gotten so far since I've gotten this is 22 million. Alright, we just need the top lock for multi-ball. See if we can't get a... Oh, it's lit! Damn you, you suck! Let's keep jacking up our bonus. Our bonus is really high. And one thing I just thought of, if you do determine that that 10 million point shot is too insane for tournaments, you could just disconnect the switch that's up there. That switch doesn't do anything else except give you a minimal amount of points outside of the 10 million shot. So there's always that. Alright, let's see if we can't collect some more numbers here. Oh! But our numbers should still be lit. We still got ball 3. Should we risk it having 6 through 10? I think that's a good... I mean, we got half the wheel. Yeah. So I'm going to try and go straight for our top lock, see if we can't collect a close to million point bet. Because we got 320 plus 80, that's 400. 410 times 3, so 1.2 million we can get by hitting the top saucer and spinning our number. Or you can just fuck it up. Is it one shoot scores all on a timer? I'm not sure what you're getting at. The only shot that's on a timer is the 10 million point shot, and it lights every 40 switch hits. You can either do that or have it be completely random on when it lights. But it lights for a very short period of time every 40 switches. If you were in a multiplayer game, that goes from player to player. So if I get 20 switch hits, once you get 20 switch hits on your turn, it'll light. You can also steal locks on this game, which I noticed. I'm completely for lock stealing games. Some people, if they use them in a tournament, they play them as one-player games, but I'm totally for them being played as multiplayer games. Just gotta strategize a little bit and hope that you either get to multi-ball or step up and they only need one lock to steal somebody else's. I just think they have their place and you should just use them or not use them. But I think it's more common for lock stealing games to be used as single player games in big tournaments, but I don't do that. So yeah, the only timed shot is going to be that 10 million point shot. Everything else you can take your time on. And most things that you've collected or earned carry over ball to ball. So if you build up a huge bonus on your first ball, it's going to be there the rest of the game. You can just keep collecting it. You'll just have to re-earn bonus multipliers. You'll have to re-earn lit pop bumpers, but that's about it. I knew it. I was like, this is definitely going to tilt. So again, thanks everybody for coming out to learn Monte Carlo and check out some new Stranger Things code. Boo. I really need to get in the habit at the start of my ball to get that right out lane gate open because it's so easy to do. I just never think to do it right away. And the out lanes aren't that hungry, even with them wide open. So I don't really, it's not really at top of mind. Oh, hang on ball, come on. Damn. Boop, 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 boop. That right ramp is so simple, but it's satisfying to hit. Can we backhand this? I'm trying to backhand that lock by the pop bumpers. Doesn't seem possible. Alright, 3, 4, or 9. Oh yeah. So we're going to get 90,000 for that collect. Another collect, single value. Remember, your bet pool collect is only going to be multiplied if you collect it via the roulette wheel. Oh, baby. Alright. I think we're due for another 40 million. Or 40 million. 10 million point shot here in a second. There we go. Get up there! God, I'm so terrible. Like I said, someone way better than me can probably exploit that a lot more, but... God. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, man. Bummer. Bing, bing, bum, bum. Oh, come on, that was lit. Oh, no. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, ball. Yeah! That was like perfect timing. The last switch before it fed my left flipper lit it. That was sick. That's going to be my clip for the night. All us streamers on TPN are trying to put together a weekly like clip reel of all the best clips from our stream from the week, which is a pretty awesome idea. So hopefully I know how to. If anybody knows how to clip that 10 million point shot I just made, that'd be awesome. If not, I can do it later. I'd tell you how to do it, but I don't even know how to do it. I'm not sure if I've ever clipped something on somebody's stream. But that was cool. The perfect 10 million collect. Yeah, we were talking about the music before. If you've played any of these 80s Gottlieb games, they're all cool, funky music like this. So a lot of people always harp on Robo War and TX Sectors being these amazing soundtracks, and they are. They're the two best. But all these other ones are pretty good too. For a fraction of the price. Oh, already got that. We need the right salsa. Oh, come on. Come on. 4. Yes! Wow! The only number we had lit. So we're going to get a 3 collect there. The way they have this set up is cool because, like, it feels like you're gambling. You know, you get excited when you get that big collect. It's free gambling. You don't need to worry about losing your money, just your balls. Damn it. Hang with me. Hang with me. Hang with me. Oh god. Good first ball though. 12 million first ball. I'll take that. Come on, dum-dum. Sweet, thanks for the clip, man. Man or lady. Ah! Oh! Looks like I had a stuck switch there. Oh, lucky. I opened up that gate right before I drained. He has lost his shatzing abilities. Those were terrible. There we go. Damn! One, two, three, four. Damn. Your dog. Dog it is. No! Ooh, the lucky. Lucky. Can you cash in and keep playing doubling your pointer? Not sure what you mean by doubling your pointer, but if you mean by cash in your bet pool, yes, you can cash that in multiple times. If you're talking about the 10 million point shot, it's purely just based off that timer. If you hit the ramp within that timer, you'll get the 10 million points. But your bet pool never goes away. You can just keep building that up and collecting it and collecting it and collecting it. Your multipliers will go away if you collect it via the roulette wheel. You got to get those back by putting balls back in the saucers. Each saucer will give you 2x and then 3x. So if I collect it right now, like with a 7 or an 8, okay, so nothing. But now I'm at 3x because I put it in another saucer. See how that 3-to-1 odds is lit up? And the only way to get it multiplied when you collect it is via the roulette wheel. Yeah, hopefully from this video, if people are still confused on how things work, hell, I'm going to go back and watch it as well. It should be easy enough to go back and like rewatch some certain segments to see how the game behaves. I do that a lot of times if I do a tutorial on a game that I don't know backwards and forwards. I'll kind of go back after I record it just to see exactly what happened in certain instances. Damn you. Get it. That was weird. Did you see the roulette wheel just started to spin for no reason? Gottlieb weirdness for you right there. Oh no. Oh no. Brutal. And the more I think about it, that would probably be the recommended setting for this in a tournament, to just disable the switch. It's the switch on the exit of the right ramp. If you disconnect that, you'll never be able to collect it. Because as you can see, like, if you were to, like any score where I've gotten over 10 million, it's been because of that shot. So it's definitely unbalanced. Now, if everybody's consistently collecting them, you know, it seems fairly fair, but at the same time, it's not the best thing in the world. So I'm sure that's what I'll end up doing with it. Because I love shooting this game, so I don't want to get rid of it quickly, because normally games don't last too long at my house if they're not good for tournaments. But I think making that adjustment will definitely make it more than balanced. Hang on, ball. Hang on. Oh, wait. Oh! I thought that was dead for sure. Don't hold the flipper up. Semi-pro tip. Get out of the habit of when you flip, holding the flipper after you flip. Always let go. Always let go. So you're ready to flip again. Had I not held up my flipper on that miss, I would have been ready to hit the ball away after my miss. Either don't hold up your flipper or don't miss. That's one of the oldest habits I have that I can't break. Oldest bad habits, I should say. Wow. Game's being brutal to us now. Get up there. Get up there. Hang on. Too early. Too early. You can definitely backhand that right saucer. Oh, also, when I got this game, underneath that right ramp, there was 2 super bright LED flashers. I almost had a seizure the first time I saw that ramp going. So I put incandescent bulbs back in that part. I love me some LEDs, just no LED flashers. Nice. Oh! Halfway down. Post pass, good question. I haven't tried. Kind of. Oh! Yeah. A little squirrely, but yeah, you can do it. I've just been so ingrained to do the shatzing to pass it. But yeah, you can do it for sure. Maybe for a quick, you know, if you want to get it over quick to be able to hit the ramp, that's definitely an option. Alright, almost to multi-ball. Let's get in multi-ball and then collect a bunch of numbers. There we go. Alright, so we're going to concentrate on drop targets to try and collect as many numbers as we can so that after multi-ball... Oh, we got 00. If you get either of the greens, it'll give you 500K. I like how the music changes during multi-ball too. That's always fun. Just some little things make the game pretty fun. Okay, so we got a decent amount of numbers lit. But we don't have any multipliers. So that kind of stinks. Yeah, so what I was thinking there is kind of not really possible because you're going to want a lot of numbers lit with 3x multiplier. And that's going to be your third lock, so you can't really safely collect a bunch of numbers. So we got nothing. Like when it makes that big buzzing noise, I think it's you got nothing. You didn't get your number, you didn't get your color, you didn't get odd or even. Whole bunch of buckus. I believe it just spits the ball right out. That's something I'd have to go back and watch the video, but I'm pretty sure I've caught myself locking a ball during multi-ball. and it catches the ball for a minute and then spits it out. There's definitely, I believe the only multi-ball rules are the 2x and 3x scoring. Alright, we gotta hit a couple left ramps here. One to collect bonus, to lift up the ramp, and then lock our third ball. Because I think we got a decent amount of numbers that... Oh, shit! All that stuff's gonna save though, so that's good. Yeah, it's definitely hard to see those inserts down below and what they say, but this says 2-to-1 odds, this one says 3-to-1 odds, and those are your multipliers. Alright, another 5 or 10 minutes. Actually, after this game, we'll switch over to Stranger Things. Alright, so we got our lift ramp up, so let's try and get that, because what are we sitting on here? 200,000, 220, so 660,000, that's not a bad collect. Get up there. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. That's good. Alright. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So, a little over 700K, it looks like. Yeah, because it's 240 times 3. We'll take it. I'm not sure if the 10 million point shot lights during multi-ball. I feel like we haven't... Oh my god. I feel like I haven't seen that going nuts during multi-ball yet. So that's probably the game's way of saying, hey, sorry, but you're not going to get a 20 or 30 million point shot. Sorry. I like the sound the lit pop bumper makes. Damn. Yeah, I'm scared to hit that center bank with either flipper. But you're right, it almost seems like the perfect trajectory from the left to go left out lane. Boom, boom. It's funny, like, I guess you can't put a gate on the left. But the left out lane seems a lot more risk of death than the right. God, I left the flipper up again. Alright. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it did during multi-ball. It just kicks the balls out of those saucers. Well, that's Monte Carlo, people. Not a bad game, super cheap. 1,300 bucks for nice ones. I see them in that price range all the time. So if you're thinking of getting a cheap game, this is a decent choice. So don't be afraid to pick one of these bad boys up. They look like hell, but they're pretty fun. Okay, so let's switch over to Stranger Things here. We're going to lose the player cam here for